Don't tell me to go home, no. Cause I know it's effect and I know plan to party hard. So please let me go. If 10 minutes to shut down, but that don't mean nothing, no. You tell me you're close, but the music's still pumping and my friends in there jamming down. So get.
And welcome back, guys. So as I said, we're looking at loyalty. And I have some questions to pose to you guys before we get into our letter. And anybody can answer. What is a loyal friend to you?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All of what I'm not seeing on social media. Let's start there.
Whoa.
Now, what I would say for a fact, a loyal friend is a person you can confide in, a person that you can grow with, a person that may grow before you and you don't see it as a challenge or see it as feeling intimidated that your friend is surpassing you because our times are different. A friend that can come at me when my house is empty and sit on the floor with me. A friend that can come and know that it may not always be a vibe or a conversation, but could just enjoy my presence. A friend who is genuinely invested in honesty, loyalty, integrity. And a lot of people don't possess integrity.
I'm very glad you mentioned this characteristics.
And basically a person that understands that we don't have to chat every day, but it doesn't mean that we're not as close as before. A person that understands that my growth and your growth is different, my journey and your journey is different, but we all still link to and be back at the same points. So many different characteristics I can list in a friend, that a person who is genuinely your friend and not what we assume is a friend based on social media posts. So, but those characteristics for sure speak a lot of volumes for me in a friend and what I look for in a friend, humility and all these things. And yeah, basically that sums it up for me in a nutshell.
Faith, I pose the same question to you, but I want you to do the reverse for me. So instead of saying, what is a loyal friend to you? Tell me, what do you believe, what qualities you should possess to be that loyal friend?
So for me, being a loyal friend, to have that person's back no matter what. Like absolutely no matter what. That's what loyalty is for me. If there's a disagreement, communicate, have a conversation about it, come to a solution and move forward from there. That in essence is what being a loyal friend is to me. There are other things about a great friend that will encompass, the honesty, being dependable, all that good stuff. But loyalty is the commitment part for me.
All right, guys. So I'm very glad that I answered those questions. I'm paying very, very close attention to your replies. And let's get down into the letter that we have at hand today.
All right, let's go.
And this letter is called, Who Are You Loyal To? I am an unemployed man. I guess you can call me a house husband. My wife of 3 years, who is 7 months pregnant, and homegirl of 14 years, both work at the same organization. Wifey holds a very high position in the firm, while my friend is at the lower end of the hierarchy. My best friend, a single mother, she has been getting a lot of trouble from the landlord these past couple of months. So I was very happy for her when she told me that she has found this lovely 2-bedroom house that she is going to purchase. She will be signing off on the mortgage next week. Recently, one night my wife and I were settling in for bed when she told me out of the strictest of confidence, because She is held by a contract under a confidentiality agreement that the CEO of the organization revealed to her that they will be laying off and making some positions redundant at the end of the month. Now, the sad thing about this is my best friend's position is the one that will be made redundant.
Mhm.
Real talk, she has always been there for me. A few years ago, when my mother put me out, she took me in. She would go out of her way to make sure that I am happy. Check this. I had a place of my own, but I had lost my job a few years ago. So when I was behind on my rent and couldn't afford to even buy groceries, she was the one to assist me. This was before I met my wife. So you can see why I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. The only flaw I find in my best friend is that her mouth real big. That girl just talk too much. Too much if you ask me. Recently, she's been talking a lot about her two co-workers and they are even planning a cruise together. My question to you, should I keep my mouth closed and mind my own business? Or should I tell my best friend what I found out and run the risk of my wife losing her job and be on the breadline with a newborn? Please note, my wife is the only person in the organization with this knowledge. So if it gets out, they will know it was from her.
All right, I can start. I had my mind made up as you was going through the story, but from the time you said that she mouth too big, from the time that you said her mouth is too big, that changed my perception. Because if he go and tell her, because before you said that, this is what I was gonna say. Sit with your wife and have a conversation with your wife and say, look, babe, this person has been my friend for all these years, and I don't want for her to go and take out this mortgage now, and she can't afford to pay for the house because she getting laid off. So let me find a way to tell her without jeopardizing your job. Let me find some way to tell her. I will want to find a way to tell her. But if she talking about other people, like if she has bad habits as a friend, because she might not be a bad friend to you, but the fact that she talking other people's name and, you know, and still planning a cruise with them, that's a red flag. That's a red flag.
If who said that she talking people name?
That's what
She
you
said that she got a big mouth. The writer just said that she has a big mouth, that she talked too much.
You
but
said
she never said that.
You said that she has been talking about co-workers. The person said, didn't they say that?
I could have sworn her that.
Yes, I heard that.
That she has two co-workers that she talks a lot with, that she's been talking a lot about. So the writer is saying that she got two best friends at work then. Two bosom buddies. The writer never said that the best friend has been talking people name. So don't sit there and order the best friend.
That's irrelevant. The fact that she's talking too much, she's talked too much, means that if he go and tell her, she gonna open she mouth and say, "You gonna believe that they gonna lay me off?" No, and that's gonna run the risk of his wife. So I will not say anything.
Let me hear you, Akhanten.
Well, for me, I have to be, as a person who I am my boss's PA, so I know she holds me in the strictest of confidence. So I put myself in different shoes. Before, as Faith would have mentioned before, I would have sat with my boss as well and discussed, or in the scenario, it goes back now to husband, wife, whatever the case may be, you or the person are close with the hierarchy, as they would have mentioned. And then your friend is the peasant, or whatever he would have mentioned there, however he described the situation. At first, I was, got me all of this. I was in agreement as well as chatting about having a discussion on, telling her about hold off a bit. There are going to be some changes within the organization, and I don't want you to be too hasty in making decisions. And have that discussion. I would have had that, ask my wife that question first before discussing this with me, because regardless of friendship, if you are married to a person, it's now a commitment. Family first, then the friendship after, regardless of how long the friendship is. Family first, because that's your wife and your unborn child, or it was an unborn child, right? She's pregnant, or the child. Right, newborn. Risk putting them at risk putting her at risk, because familiarity always breeds contempt. Let's start there. That the person's mouth is run a lot, so you don't know when she know, the two friends gonna know, then the two friends gonna go and tell them two friends, and if it was only said to one person, it could only be his wife that would have mentioned it. You understand? So which means that the big people, the big boss, the board can no longer trust her. Because they're not even going to say that she told the husband, because it's okay to speak to your husband. You would think that your husband should be, again, confident. You're confident. As a wife, as a husband going home, you should be able to talk about your problems when you get home and not feel like your husband or your wife can talk all your business with the friends and all these different things. You get where I'm coming from? So I would have mind my business, knowing how my friend is, but I would have suggested to my wife, if you could possibly say something to Carrie or whatever the person, and just drawing reference that, what you've been up to. Not find smart ways of having conversation to find out where her mind is at, so that she won't go and make hasty decisions knowing that the company is about to make a major cut. I ain't saying that to him because I'm minding my business and taking my place, because I don't want friendship and business never goes hand in hand. Never ever goes hand in hand. You understand? You can always end up in a bind. So that is how I would have attacked. I would have said, listen, babe, I don't know if you don't mind, as you said, Faith, me and such and such have been friends for a very long time and has been there with me through thick and thin and through, and I wouldn't like to see them go and take out this mortgage or go and invest this in this thing, and then for 2 weeks or a week later to find out they have no job and the house, raise her up to bring her right back down. So rather than her jump into this thing, have a discussion with her, or maybe decide if y'all could do like a salary cut because you're making cut, or whatever changes that could better assist
who having the discussion about the salary cut? Who having the discussion with salary cut?
The wife.
I saying this to the wife.
You're right.
I saying this to the wife.
I literally got to cut you off. I got to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I have to. You don't think that the wife was unreasonable or wrong to put her husband in that position? The wife came along and found the best friend. She and a girl from down the street. She knows full well that the husband and the best friend are Bonnie and Clyde, two peas in a pot.
So you are saying
you don't think that she was unreasonable?
So you're saying that the wife should not have told her husband that his best friend's job is going to be at risk? That's what you're saying?
But Faith, even before we get there, you don't think that a wife got her right through thick and thing with the marriage and divorce state where you get the topic all to the come on and
so question.
Her husband? Huh? Hello, let me get something in here.
Listen.
You got my busy.
Listen, because I think you all are missing, when they're missing the ethics about this. The wife came along and she knows the extent and the dynamics of that relationship, meaning the husband and the best friend. If she knows so well that she's under a confidentiality agreement, and she knows that if she tells her husband, he can't tell the best friend nothing, why mention it to begin with? It makes no sense. And she's unreasonable to put her husband
because he's
in
to be a man.
Position.
He's a man and a husband.
He's a human being.
And a wife that comes home with a problem. No, Carrie.
Solutions can always be found.
Too big and she don't know how to maneuver.
Solutions can always be found.
How is talking to her?
Well, exactly.
She telling him.
Find a solution to the problem.
She's telling him,
he know the woman better than anybody, Kerry. So if he if she comes and says, listen, babe, I ain't supposed to be saying this.
You know what the writer of this letter should add? His wife, what do I do with this information that you just gave me? Instead of writing
Be
us,
a man,
asking,
and what he should
wife,
do,
what should I do with this information?
what he should do is be a man and be able to be the confidant that his wife married, the strong man that she should be able to come home, have a conversation with, and relate with, and have some rational conversations with, and be the man that she married to be the man of the house, to have conversation with, that can relate. And not only that, she came home knowing full well that that's his best friend. You know this friend better than me. I'm now your wife, so you would understand the situation. So, babe, let me see how we could tackle this. You don't think, Kerry, that your significant other should be able to come home and speak in confidence and tackle problems that you may not? Because one hand can't clap. Try to clap the one hand. Try to clap the one hand. You can't do it. You gotta do this. So it takes two to come together. You feel that Mia could make all type of decisions without the rest of the board? Huh? Hello. Hello.
Speak it.
We talked about loyalty. We spoke about loyalty. And we spoke about being able to trust somebody. She didn't mention to him the particular scenario if she didn't think she could trust her husband. Because if she can't trust her husband, let me tell you something, they got enough lawyers down there looking for work.
So question. You know, I've got to answer all these questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do we automatically agree with a family member just because they are family without taking any logical reasoning behind it?
No, Gary.
No.
Not just a family member. You said a wife.
That is your wife. That exactly.
This thing, your brother, your cousin, your aunt, and the
so if it was the mother, would it change?
Oh, I don't have to tell my mother nothing.
You got me good. The two became one.
Yes, hello. When in a marriage, there's no separation. A marriage is a unit. You become united. Is a unit. You come together. You aren't separated anymore. That's what your name, Mr.
Suppose,
right,
no. You know, right?
Suppose, you know. Watch it now. Suppose no. That way they not come and tell that man that his friend was about to lose the job, and she know that the woman gonna take out a mortgage, and then a month down the road you find out that she was keeping this information from you, knowing how it would hurt and affect your friend. Would you not feel the way that she did not tell you? Would you not be like, but babe, you don't tell me we could have come find a way to help out the girl. You know that she's my friend and she got my back. Like, well, you don't at least tell me so I could that I would be like that.
So you could do what? So
that me and my wife could come up with a solution to help my friend.
All right. So come up with the solution. Husband and wife. Let me hear the discussion you believe two of them should have.
I am not in the situation. I don't know what the job is. I can't come up with a solution.
Of the situation.
I think he is.
No,
I think we should leave it.
I think
we should leave it to the audience.
Faith, I am very, very disappointed in you and Akhanten. To think that we had a conversation last week, only last week, a couple of days ago, about loyalty, and I particularly opened this session to ask you what qualities, characteristics should a good friend possess. And you, Faith, get there and say that the person should stand by you despite whatever they go through.
And that is what I'm doing.
But we never said that they can fall apart, but we saying the principle of the situation. So, Kerry, I'm disappointed in you because I would like to know that anytime I go to your wedding, I'm going to tell the Reverend, don't talk about too thick and thin because he don't know he may know 10 but not thick. So I got to ask him, I got to tell the Reverend to you then vows that the
don't talk
at your wedding.
You better don't talk about the secrets and nothing so later.
Because you is a secret keeper. Because you could imagine the woman come home with a problem to ask you, and you can mention what they will come to contaminate or burden you with the problem. Because you must think, no, your wife is to toss and turn whole night, like as my girl lady asking, sir, these fathers gonna make my head toss and turn the door next day, and you there lie down peaceful and she can't tap for her confident. The husband she married to ask to ease the burden. Because you don't want it burden you, because you want to know what you used to know for. I don't know if you're a terrible best friend, you're a terrible husband.
Listen.
Let's ask our viewers. Let's ask our viewers.
Yes, we got
viewers.
We got the time counting down. We got to wrap up the segment. Faith, your final words.
I don't have anything to say. I done say everything I have to say already.
So what in regards to this mortgage that she going to take out, you would say she going to sign in next week.
What you would say to who?
The best friend.
Who am I?
You are the husband.
Am I the man? As I said, I would speak to my wife, and if anything, my wife would speak to her. Full stop.
Faith, you living in a bubble or a rose wine or a cellar or something. You're sending your wife to go to speak to your best friend. And you don't think the best friend going to pick up say, here? How all of a sudden you asking me how I keeping with my plans?
I never said to ask.
You don't think it's too peculiar to her?
I never said to ask how you keeping, but they're already in the environment where they have to speak. So it's not like she come out to the blue, this random person. You know my wife. I have known my wife for 3 years. I have my wife for 3 years. My best friend will have to know my wife. So if I send her on my behalf, because I am not I cannot say what is the problem with that. They're already in an environment where they have to communicate, where she is the boss. You got me good. How you mean?
Your final closing words.
You got me sick. That's what I can end by saying. You got me sick. Because for you to think that a man should go against his wife for a friend is a terrible thing. And you know what I can say? What? It's not even the fact of betrayal, but it's more so the fact of confidence. She spoke to him in the highest of confidence, and he would have, as a true friend, he did what he was supposed to do. Hear that there's a problem, offer a solution. So in the case that it gets back, he can say, well, listen, I heard about it, and I asked my wife because I can't say anything. It would have been out of place. And that's what I tell about friends and foes. If you got a good friend of quality, they would understand principles and integrity of situation.
Correct.
Because if you got a yard folk friend, your friend will never understand the logic behind what they would have done just now.
Correct.
But if you got a friend with some type of class, some type of mind, they will understand the situation.
Drop the gems, bro. Drop the gems.
Understand? So I'm going to give it to you if you want me to read the verdict. Marriage before anything else. Christ, then marriage. Anything else is out. Thank you and good night.
My closing words.
Let me hear you. What would you have done? Because we ain't hear what he would have done yet. He blasting me, but he ain't telling me what he would have. Let me hear you.
I said earlier what I would have done. I would have asked, instead of coming to us, to the LewweTalk crew, I would have asked my wife, what do you want me to do with this information? Because if I go to my best friend and there's the possibility of it getting it out, it jeopardizes your job. If I don't say anything, it jeopardizes my friendship with my best friend, which I cherish. You remember we spoke about loyalty and self-loyalty. Am I looking out for myself, or am I looking out for other people? What I can say
more than you love the wife.
No, Akhanten, is that I got something called dignity.
And you should have think about all that.
I know how to honor friendship.
And honor first your wife and then your friend after. If you don't want to honor your wife, you don't get married. Keep fornicating and keep with little mix and match outside. But you don't go down the aisle, because when you go down the aisle, you look.
The thing is, right? We gotta wrap up. To a winner are very ungrateful. The best friend help.
And you are very indifferent.
The thing is, right? I sit down here and listen to two of you all.
The man getting on, let me see. The man getting on, let me see everyone do nothing to help friend you.
Nobody acknowledge the part where when I get put out, when my mother put me out at 17 because of the feel that it was a man and he was talking back and she took me in.
Yeah,
nobody talk about when I lost my job and the best friend took me in, bought me groceries, because many a nights I could have spent hungry.
Well, you should have married your best friend.
Nobody will look out for those things. But so when the only thing that when I could see is that she mouth big. A bladder.
But hello. No.
can't
We
figure
spoke
out if
That
it's
is
about
not what we
ungrateful.
said.
No. You are analyzing
Guys,
this
we have to
situation.
wrap up.
We spoke about
We,
anyhow.
we
You
have
got
to
my-
wrap up. We will let our viewers join the
See how
chat.
different you is.
They can lend their input. What should our writer do? Should he tell the best friend and risk the wife being fired?
And the
Or should he
marriage.
keep her?
Boy.
Or should he keep his mouth closed and have the best friend go and take out that loan at the bank for that 2-bedroom house, and then she got own the bank. She liver, she kidney, she heart, and the
You
2
can't even
children.
order the bank yet
So when
because
again,
the workplace
guys,
got
thank
to
you
get a letter
so
first.
much
They don't get
for
a mark
joining
without
me
a
on
letter,
our
so you wanna
first
do that first.
episode.
Hello.
Thank you so much. It's loyalty. I can't remember what the topic now. It's loyalty.
But Kerry, quickly, just before you go, before all of that
Nah.
happens, she needs a letter first. So it will never get to that unless she knows somebody back. He must see. Anyhow, wrap it up.
Faith, thank you so
Yeah.
much for joining me on the first episode.
Thanks for
It's been
having
a
me.
pleasure. Akhanten, Mr. Burrowes, it's been a pleasure to have you. Guys, please remember to like, comment, subscribe,
And
Yeah.
share.
and share as well. You will find us here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
LewweTalk.
I am Kerry Jerome.
I am Faith Callender.
And I am Akhanten Burrowes.
And you've been watching
Let me
LewweTalk.
talk.
Don't tell me to go home, no. Cause I know it's the vet and I know plan to party hard. So please let me go. It's 10 minutes to shut down, but that don't mean nothing, no. You tell me you're close, but the music's still pumping and my friends in there jamming down. So get out the road. We got 600 seconds, you know we can make that count. Cause soak up in my brain, ain't got the roof on that dead. I sat down with decency.